Hi, social work students. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to send this video out to help kind of navigate the application process, especially as many of you are starting to think about applying to the social work program. It's likely that you guys have seen this before or have met with one of our advisors, Stephanie or Heather. I thought now that we're doing a lot of stuff remotely that I would record this video for you. So if you go to Oakland University's website under admission and requirements, right here for the social program, you're going to see the requirements that are needed to apply to the program. So really this video is for students who are thinking about applying to the program and starting the program for this upcoming fall of 2020. We have 5 prerequisite courses that students need to take. This is the Intro to Sociology, Intro to Psych, Political Science, Human Biology, and Intro to Social Work. We are offering our Intro to Social Work this summer online for students who need to take this course online so that you will be able to register for that. We've had to recently move our in-person courses online, and so that's just taking a couple days, and hopefully that's posted for you to register for. In addition, you have to have at least 56 credits by the time you start the program. And so ensuring that you have 56 credits or ensuring that you've taken these prerequisites by the fall semester. If you are having difficulty with any of these classes, please email me and I can help you navigate that process. We also look for students to have an overall GPA of a 2.8, but really we look at the whole package for students' applications when they apply to the program. So don't necessarily feel discouraged if you don't have a 2.8 overall GPA. We take a lot into consideration. We look at the application, your experiences, your personal statement, as well as the recommendations from your professors and professional recommendations. So again, we look at everything within its entirety. If you go to the application materials, just want to double check to make sure that we're on the right screen. Perfect. You will see your instructions. So the first part is submitting your intent to apply form. This is just a basic Google form where you will put in your information as well as your Oakland email address. Once you submit this form, typically it takes within 30 minutes to an hour to be added into our application system. And once you submit that, if you're an Oakland student, then you can be added to our software system, which is called Sonia. Now, sometimes when if you feel like you've submitted it and haven't heard from us, email me, because sometimes what happens is because we use Sonia, which is a third-party system, it may go to your spam. So you always want to check for spam when you get the message if you have some type of spam blocker. But try to always log into your oakland.edu email address, not having it necessarily forwarded, so that you will be able to approve it if it is flagged in spam. Once you submit your intent to apply form, what happens next, I'm going to switch to the screen, is you will see, let me see where it's at here. Give me 1 second. Okay, there it is. You will see this will pop up, and this is our application software system. This is a place where all of the forms and evaluation from applying to the program to fulfilling your internship is available. And so there's going to be a lot more information in here than you need at this point of applying to the program. Once you select here, you want to select your role as a student, which is there's a drop down right here. I don't necessarily see it right now because the student has already set up. You would go to Forms. And then all of the forms that you need to apply to the social work program will be available. What we have is a personal statement upload, a reference form for your academic reference, a reference form for your professional reference, and then the social work program application. And in order to add information, you just want to select edit on all of these forms. For the personal statement, you select edit and you upload your personal statement, and I'll show you the questions in a second. For your academic and professional reference, you hit edit, and then you will put in your person that you want to recommend their email address. You want to double check and make sure that their email address is correct so that it automatically will send them an email. And there's a way for you to monitor it. So if it says 1 of 1, that means you've done your part. And if it says 2 of 1, that means that you've done your part as well as the other person has done their part. So you will be able to monitor all of this down here to make sure that everything is done correctly. When you get to your social program application, when you submit yours, it's going to say 1 of 1, but probably likely for a while, it's going to say 0 of 1 down here because the second part of the application is for the review. So when that 0 of 1 is complete, then that means that the review of your application is complete. And we don't start reviews until after June 1st. So this will likely, assuming that you've submitted it, look unfinished because we have not reviewed applications yet. Sometimes I get questions on, I made a mistake for my reference. How can I get another reference? And it's quite simple. You just select this drop-down box and add reference, and then you would hit add. And then that will add another reference to your forms folder. And then similarly, you would select edit and then add that reference email address into the into the email template that you have here. Give that a second to load. Everything's a little bit slower right now, I think, because so many people are using a lot of bandwidth, so I apologize. All right, well, we'll just let that go and let's go back. Oh, there it goes, it added. So now I'm gonna go back to our website. Which is right here. And for students who are submitting their personal statement, this is where you want to get the questions. Okay, so make sure that showed up. And you have an opportunity to see what the questions are. And again, you want to pull a lot of information from your intro to social work class that you've taken. Even for students who are taking the class during the summer, you still will be able to get a lot of information, even if you're in the course for just the 5 weeks before the semester, before the June 1st deadline. This is where you would want to fill it out. We look at your personal statement for a couple of reasons. One is we look to see if you fully understand what social work is and your responses to the questions and how well you're able to apply some of the social work concepts that you've learned. But also we assess it for the quality of writing and to determine whether or not we would recommend any assistance with your writing as you start the social work program. And so you could take a look at these questions. Any of your professors or faculty that you've had in social work would be more than willing to take a look at your essay for admission into the program. And also the Writing Center is accepting virtual they're doing virtual writing sessions, so you can get assistance with your writing sample through OU's Writing Center. So you may want to take a look at that as well. Let's see, go back. Those are really all of the requirements for the application into the social work program. One area that we recommend is when you do your reference request forms that you do it by May 15th. And we ask you to do that because the deadline is June 1st and your recommenders will likely want to have some time so that they are able to submit your recommendation. And so we usually have students try to submit it by the May 15th deadline so that you're not overwhelming your recommenders to submit the reference right before the application deadline. I hope this video was helpful. And again, our advisors, Stephanie and Heather, are doing virtual advising. If you have any questions, you can call my office down here. I do have a voicemail that is getting sent to me, and I can listen to any messages that you leave on my office phone, and I can return your phone call when you return your phone call if you have questions. Or as always, you can email me too. I hope you are all doing well and that you're finishing out the remaining semester. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me or one of our advisors. Thank you.